right, it's Sunday. I just got home from work. I work Sunday through Wednesday. Yesterday we went to Fair Valley Farm, picked up my CSA share for meat, and then we also went to Costco and kind of showed you what kind of proteins I'm going to have. So I'm just going to show you kind of a really impromptu kind of food prep day. So this is some sirloin that I got from Fair Valley Farm. I just cut it up into kind of like fajita type strips. And I thawed that out last night, so I just cut that into strips. And then I had like half a bag of cauliflower, rice cauliflower, and some peppers in the freezer. So I'm like, oh, well, I'll just put those together. So I'm gonna make like a steak fajita fried rice type of thing. And then last night I cooked some chuck roast, 2 chuck roasts in the Instant Pot. So all of that beef is all cooked up already. And then in the Instant Pot, I have a bunch of chicken, and I will show you what I'm gonna do with that in a little bit. Okay, so the Instant Pot is still cooking the chicken. So while the chicken was cooking in the Instant Pot, I made like a chili verde cauliflower rice. So I had some cauliflower rice, there's some frozen bell peppers in here. I had a can of roasted green chilies. So I sliced those up, diced them, put them in there. This is how I cook. I just literally go to the pantry and find what I have. Then I put some of those frozen shrimp I got in the Costco video, put some frozen shrimp in there too. And seasoning wise, lots of salt, Cholula. A little bit of coconut aminos to kind of sweeten it up. I used onion powder and garlic powder, salt, and I just tasted it. Kind of just add things to it. And then I did the sirloin, cut it up into strips, sauteed it up with some salt, garlic, and onion, and I'm gonna combine that in here. Deep up in my feelings. Here I go again. So I'm going to be eating carnivore, but I still need to cook for my husband and my son. So this is going to be for my husband. So I always make a large batch of anything I make so my husband can eat it for dinner, maybe lunch, and maybe one more dinner, just depending on how much he eats for the day. So if you see how much is in there, this should be at least 2.5, maybe 3 meals for him. We'll see. But I'm really lucky because he will eat kind of whatever I make him, and he'll eat leftovers. So that's the way you do it for the week.
She says she's really lucky. I'm the one who's really lucky. She's making me the food.
All right. That is some Instant Pot chicken breast. So I just put all of the chicken breast I brought from Costco in there. Put about 4 cups of chicken, actual bone broth in there. And then put it on manual high for 20 minutes, and I got all this chicken breast. So I will show you what I'm gonna do. We're basically gonna make some pulled chicken and then gonna just season them differently. So my son loves the chicken. I will eat the chicken. My husband doesn't love chicken breast. I don't really love it that much either, but it's a good amount of food and protein to just have ready in the fridge, and you can season it however you want. All right, this is all the bone broth left from the chicken. Don't waste anything. I'm gonna reuse it when I make a soup. Even those little bits of chicken will be great. I might make like an egg flour soup. I shredded up all the chicken, and so Saturday night my brother-in-law made Maria Emmerich's Caesar chicken, and I was inspired. I was like, oh, I want to do that. It's an Instant Pot recipe. But since I didn't have time to go to the store and get all the things to make the Caesar dressing from scratch, I already knew that I had some Primal Kitchen Caesar dressing. So if you don't have time to make something from scratch, just use what you got. So what you do after you've cooked it up, I'm not going to put all of this in here because I want some of it to be left as just kind of a chicken that we can throw into whatever. But then I just turned the Instant Pot on to saute. I'm going to coat it in some Caesar dressing. This is the avocado oil Caesar dressing. I really want to make it from scratch so I can use anchovies, but this is what I had. I was craving it. There you have it. It's literally Caesar pulled chicken in an Instant Pot. So I forgot to also say that I grated up some of the Kerrygold cheese and put that in my husband's dinner as well. That is the Keto Cauliflower Chili Verde rice. Okay, and since I am going to have a carnivore week next week where I'm just going to eliminate like plant foods and stuff, I'm still going to have some good fats and things. I'm going to have a little bit of everything. So I have the Caesar chicken, pulled chicken, I have some chuck roast, and I have some of the cauliflower, what do we call it? Chili Verde beef fajita fried rice. Okay, so I made another meal, and this is for my son. I used the chicken without the, what was it, Caesar dressing on it. And I made him a cheesy pasta dish. So there's butter and mozzarella cheese in there, and the chicken, and did I say butter? Yeah, and some Parmesan. And I used these Banza penne made from chickpeas. So I think these are a better option than regular pasta. I'm not a huge fan of chickpeas, but they're not terrible. And the great thing about these is they're 23 grams of protein, 8 grams of fiber, no grains at all. So that's what he gets. All right, so Sunday meal prep is done. Sorry about the dishwasher. Started that before we started the video. So I made that Instant Pot pulled chicken with the Caesar dressing on it. So I had some for dinner, my husband had some for dinner, so we basically ate a little bit of everything, but we still have 2 huge things of it left that we can space out for a few days of meals. Then I have the leftover cauliflower rice. I made my son some chickpea pasta with some of the extra chicken, and I put mozzarella cheese in there, so he has some leftovers. So he's got 2 meals, my husband has 2 meals, I have at least 2 meals. We have another extra thing of chicken that we can throw into little extra meals for my son. And we still have this 2 whole chuck roast right here, so we can throw that into stuff. And then when I made the chicken, it made this great chicken broth. So I will probably use this to make a soup later in the week. So anyways, I highly recommend food prepping, even if it takes you a few hours at the end of your day just to start the week. I mean, for the next couple of days, I shouldn't have to do anything in the kitchen. I'm just gonna take those leftovers, put them in some meals, and we should be good for at least a few days.